And we are rolling. Hey guys, it's your buddy Jake Dominguez back with another movie review. Super excited to be able to do this review for you guys. This review is very long coming. I've already done a few attempts at filming this review and writing this review, and I've just had to do it over and over again a few different times because I don't even know what to say when it comes to this movie, Moonlight. Now, I'm not like a real film critic or anything. I'm just a guy recording a video for his YouTube channel. I'm just a guy who loves movies. I'm no expert. I'm just a normal guy, just like you probably watching this video right now. But it's really hard for me to put my thoughts and words together on this movie because I feel so beneath the film Moonlight. I don't even know where to begin when speaking on it. Now, at the time I'm recording this after the Academy Awards. It won Best Picture, won for Best Screenplay, and it won a few Oscars. And now its theatrical run is just going to explode. It's going to be in a lot more theaters, which is really exciting and really awesome. So this movie is going to be out there for lots of people to see. And all I'm going to do is review this film and encourage you all to see it. Because I saw this film almost exactly 1 week ago. I think today is 1 week ago. And it has stayed with me ever since. Moonlight tells the story of one man whose name is Chiron. Basically, the movie begins in 3 acts. That sounds kind of normal, right? 3-act structure. We learn that like in English class, right? Well, this goes through Chiron's life. We start off as him as a boy, very young boy, not sure exactly what his age is. He's no older than 10, maybe, or something like that at the beginning of this film. And we cut to another part of his life where he's like in high school, basically, but around there, a teenager. And then we cut to much later in the future. He's kind of in his mid-20s or so, maybe. And he's a full-grown adult. So, and it's not necessarily like a film like Boyhood or The Tree of Life or other similar films where we see like one person grow from like each age to another, that sort of thing. It's not exactly like that. It's more like a little set in time, an important set in time in Chiron's life. Chiron is a African American man who lives in Miami, basically, throughout this story, and we see his life. And I don't want to give too much away about this movie and about the plot, but basically he has questions about himself. He doesn't fit in within his where he lives and compared to the kids in school. As a boy, he doesn't feel like he belongs anywhere, and he has questions about himself and about, really, to get right to it, he begins questioning his sexuality. And he gets different messages from everywhere on what he should do about that. And really what it means to be a man, basically. I could go on and on about what happens in this film, and I wish I could just go scene by scene and just go through what happens, but that's not fair. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you guys, and honestly, I don't even know where to begin. This movie is extraordinarily powerful. This film is just a masterwork. Getting right into it, this movie blew me away. I've been thinking about it ever since, and it is extraordinarily well done. Now, the film was directed and the script was written by Barry Jenkins. He made one film before called Medicine for Melancholy, and I heard about it like forever ago when it came out, and it was kind of known as one of the first mumblecore kind of films. Remember when I guess, is mumblecore still a thing? It kind of is, isn't it? I don't know. Well, anyway, that was a big movement. But Barry Jenkins goes way beyond any quote-unquote independent film movement here and just makes an incredible film, period. A film about people that doesn't necessarily get told. By the way, Moonlight is based on a play that was unproduced called In Moonlight, Black Boys Look Blue by Terrell Alvin McCraney. I just wanted to point that out to give him credit. But Barry Jenkins is an extraordinary filmmaker. The film is incredibly shot. I believe James Laxton's the name of the cinematographer. This is a beautiful film. You can tell that Barry Jenkins is a big fan of filmmakers like John Cassavetes, and he's really into like the neo-realism movements and that sort of thing. This movie feels so real. Every performance doesn't feel like a performance. When you watch the acting in this movie, it doesn't come across as acting. It comes across as just people talking. There's times where you almost forget you're watching a movie while in the theater watching this movie. The acting is incredibly good. All the three main actors who play Chiron are just pitch perfect in every way. What's her name? I have it open up on my tablet. What's her name? She plays Miss Moneypenny in the James Bond films. Naomie Harris. Sorry, Naomie Harris. She's in this film too as the mother of Chiron. And again, I don't want to give a lot away, but she's incredible in this film. She was nominated for an Academy Award, but she breaks your heart. And she takes what's normally a stereotypical role, maybe you can say, and it transcends and destroys any stereotype. It's incredibly powerful what she does in this movie. And that's really what Moonlight is. It is about destroying stereotypes. I'm not from Miami. I'm not part of this culture and that sort of thing. Really, my circumstances are completely different from Chiron, but I 100% related to him in this film. I completely understood his situations, even though in a lot of ways we're different. And that's what cinema is all about. The one actor I really want to pinpoint in this film, the one that blew me away the most, is an actor by the name of Mahershala Ali. At this point, you've heard of him because he won the Academy Award. And coming out of Moonlight, I was like, he's going to win. I know he's going to win. Because in this movie, I don't even know what to say. You just got to go see Moonlight and go watch him. But he's incredible. I mean, he's incredible. I don't know what to say with him. Everything with him just feels so real, so moving. You love every scene that he's on there. And he has such an impact on Chiron's life. It's so hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it. It's so hard, but he is so pitch perfect. And I'm not going to give anything away, but his last scene in the movie, he plays a character named Juan, and his last scene in this film that you see him as a character, it's hard for me to even describe this movie. It just is so darn good. Here's the thing. Like, the third act of this film in particular, I could have watched this movie forever. Like, it just felt so real. It was so fascinating. And even more so, I loved Chiron. I cared about Chiron. I cared about the characters around him. And I wanted to see what would happen to them. I wish I could go on and describe just beat by beat what happens in Moonlight, but I can't do that. But I will say this. This movie shows what cinema is all about. Now, I'm a fanboy. I'm a geek. My favorite movies are Star Wars, and I love superhero films. And I'm wearing a Tron shirt right now. You know, like, I'm a geek. I'm a fanboy. That's what I am. Those are the movies that I love. But you know what? Moonlight is a film that shows what cinema is capable of. This is a film that shows the world in which we're living in now. It reflects the society that we're living in right now. It shows real people. It shows people that I've met people that are just like the characters in this film. I've been like the characters in this film in my own way. And it shows how film, when you're in a movie theater, when you're watching any movie, you're surrounded by strangers, literal strangers, and you have a combined mutual together experience together while you're watching a film, while you're watching this big screen, and you're laughing and crying and being moved together, and being excited together. It brings people together. That's what Moonlight does. Watching this film shattered me. There's so many things I'm not even talking about, but this film shows what cinema is really about. Yeah, I love all those blockbusters and stuff like that. Those were the movies that made me interested in film in the first place. But Moonlight shows the power of what cinema can do. This is a film about people that are not typically portrayed in movies. And the fact that it's going to expand because it won the Academy Award for Best Picture and more people have an opportunity to see it means that all of you should go see it because it's definitely worth seeing. This is an incredibly powerful film. And I can't say another. And just because I'm just going on and on, like, this is a very repetitive review. It's just me praising every single thing that's in this movie. Maybe it's only fair if I offer one criticism, right? Like, there must be something I disliked in this film, right? Well, if I had one criticism to say about Moonlight, there's one scene. I'm not going to say what happens. I've tried very hard, but there's one scene in the second act. I'm not going to get into what happens, but how do I say this? It's very hard. Basically, there's one scene that for me didn't feel like it completely needed to be there. It's like not even a scene as much as like a 30-second snippet. And for me, like, I felt like I kind of understood why it's there and why the filmmakers put it there, but it felt a little unnecessary for me. This film is so naturalistic that for me it kind of like it took it out of the what's the word I'm looking for, the form of naturalism into another kind of more, it was kind of a movie moment, I guess is what I'm saying. It's in the second act, it's 30 seconds long, it kind of like at the beginning of it, I don't know, maybe I need to watch the film again, maybe the filmmakers are ahead of me on that one, but I don't know, it felt a little unnecessary for me. But that's it. This movie's amazing. I can go on and on and on about it. But I'm going to give Moonlight an A+. My highest rating. This is an incredibly well-made film that I'm definitely going to watch again. And again, it's being expanded in theaters as we speak. I'm so glad I was able to go to my theater and check it out. Definitely check this one out. It's very interesting, and it's definitely a film that I think will open a lot of discussion. So, guys, let me ask you this. What did you think of Moonlight? Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it after this review? Let me know in the comments section below, because I actually do read my comments, and I respond to all of them as much as I can. If you're watching this video, I can't thank you enough for watching. Thank you so much, and never forget, no matter who you are, if you've never watched my videos before, or if you watch every single one of them, I'm your friend. I'm always there for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.